Hey, what's up, guys? I Play for Keeps here again, bringing you another patch review, sorry. So, we got a pretty big patch here this week, or not really this week, I'm a little late, sorry about that. New champion, big Rise remake, tons of buffs and nerfs, so let's talk about them. First of all, I'm not going to be talking about the XP and IP rate changes because I don't feel like listening to all the crying and whining about how it's worse or how it's better, because obviously Riot made a slight mistake and they're going to be fixing it. So let's just go right on to Maokai, the Twisted Trent. The new champion was released. He's like a tank support guy. I really like him. I've had a lot of time to play with him. I played him only once in ranked, and I see that he's really only a smart choice in ranked if you are going to counter an AoE team. So if the enemy team, goes Moo, Fiddle, something like that, Cannon, roll with Maokai, try him out a little bit. His ult's really nice for that. When we got a little bit of buff, not really that great, but it definitely helps his jungling, which was hurt pretty badly after the jungle buff. So I played him a couple times. I had a nice time playing him. It really was helpful. I found his jungling to be a lot smoother. And we got a Nivea, who was changed a little bit. Basically, they wanted to make it so that her ult couldn't just be used randomly in lane to go with the E combo. Just free her ass. That does way too much damage. So they changed it up so that her initial mana cost on her ult is higher, while the mana cost to maintain it is much lower. So it's a late game buff with an early game nerf, and you know what? I still really like Anivia. I've had a lot of fun with her recently, and I'm still going to continue. A lot of bug fixes. Let's see. Pantheon got a little bit of a buff to his ult, and now actually can do the full damage in the center that you couldn't do before, which is pretty nice. It's good to actually be able to, if you hit that perfect Grand Skyfall, now you actually get slightly more rewarded for it. But it also takes him longer to land a full Heartseeker Strike combo, so a little bit of a nerf too. Pantheon's still a great champion though. And then we got this huge Rise change. I mean, they pretty much basically remade the entire champion. He's completely different now. And you know what? I was looking for a much different change. When I heard about it, I liked the idea. I couldn't wait for it. As soon as the patch came out, I tried it out, and I was like, this is really boring. Like, okay, I shouldn't say it's really boring. It seems underwhelming. I mean, he's still great. He's good at what he does. It's basically a spellcasting machine gun with his overload. But I didn't like what they did to his ult. I mean, the spell vamp was kind of just like, why? Why do you need the spell vamp in there? I didn't really understand it, but I haven't really played around with it long enough to make a full judgment. But I've seen that he can be really great as like an off-tank champion. Rod of Ages, Banshee's Veil, Frozen Heart, anything that gives mana, and he's still really fun. Vlad got some changes in here. He now actually will draw tower aggro upon exiting his pool, which is great, so no more like free tower dives for Vlad. And his Sanguine pool no longer grants the speed bonus, which is also really nice, because I don't understand why that was even in there. Sorry, I'm getting a little bit sick, I think. And then, they changed Crimson Pack's bonus ability power. They reduced it to 1 AP per 40 bonus health from 25, which is really nice, because it's getting really annoying to see a Vlad with 5,000 health and 600 AP. But then we got these item changes. Basically, the biggest item change was the new item that they added, Morel's Evil Tome, which I find to be kind of a pointless item. I'm pretty sure they're changing it because it's basically Deathfire Grasp without the active, but more AP. And you know what? I'd rather go Deathfire Grasp every time than Morel's Evil Tome. I haven't found a single situation where I would get the Evil Tome instead of the Deathfire Grasp. So, I mean, there's not very many changes in this patch, but there's a lot of big changes in this patch. So, I mean, it's really fun. I think you guys should try out Maokai. I've been seeing a lot of hate on Maokai. I've had a lot of fun with him. I know this is a short video this week because there's not much to talk about. There's nothing new going on with Clock Tower right now, but you guys can still check us out. Normal info at the bottom. And remember, comment, subscribe, like, do whatever you want. And I'll see you guys next week.